My name is Jim Thomas. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I'm Nancy Merrick. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I live in Upland, California.
I was born in Huntington Park, California, February 23rd, 1948. I was born of goodly parents. My mother comes from pioneer stock. My father was part of the Dust Bowl migration from Oklahoma. Came to California when he was 18 years old. So he was a good man. My mom is a good lady. I was lucky. I feel sorry for anybody that was not raised by Charlie and Letha.
So I was born in Minnesota on a farm. My mom and dad had a farm, and so I was there until I was 6 years old. I went no kindergarten in Minnesota at that time, so I only went to first grade there. And then my older sister, who's 3 years older than me, got something called rheumatic fever. So the doctor said she had to move to some place that was warmer and drier. So we decided to come to California when I was 6 years old. I never went to the same school twice until I went to Glendora High School, in 8th grade. That's where I met my husband, my future husband, Dennis. So we've known each other since 8th grade. And I knew he was a member of the church. He really had a deep testimony.
And they were walking up the hallway from the entrance of the parking lot up by the bishop's office there. And I saw Lyndall, and behind her was this radiant, beautiful woman walking behind her. And being young and cocky, I said, "Lyndall, who's your friend and when are you going to set me up with her?" And that is not me, but it worked out that night. Lyndall answered, she says, "I'll set you up with her if you set me up with Mike Jinks." So we had a double date that Friday night, and it's been heaven ever since. And she was just the perfect mother. She was just super. So she raised all of our kids because I was still working 2 or 3 jobs in order to bring home the bacon. And so she had the lion's share of taking care of the house and the children.
I was very, very active in the Methodist Church. He invited me several times to go to activities, the youth activities. We just grew closer together. So he had a group of friends, all guys, that wanted me to join the church. And at lunchtime, we would be sitting in the multipurpose room having lunch, and they would all kind of gang up on me about the church. So I just kind of put up a wall, and I didn't really want to hear about it. But as time went on and we went together sophomore year, junior year, senior year, we were ready to get married. He would not marry me unless I would join the church. So that was my introduction to the church. And then he gave me a Book of Mormon. Every single weekend I had a babysitting job. So I'd always take the Book of Mormon with me and read that when the kids went to bed.
Our first one is David, and he was our test baby, trying to figure out how to raise a kid. And he was a handful for us. He has since gotten married, has 3 children of his own. He had the very unfortunate experience 5 years ago, where his wife got a brain tumor and passed away. It was a learning experience for the whole family, and he was stellar. He was just so good about accepting the will of God, no matter how hard that is. Our youngest boy came home from his mission, had a wonderful thought, wonderful experience. When he got home from his mission, he didn't know what he wanted to do. And he says, "You know, Dad, I don't know, but I'm going to be a respiratory therapist." Then at the end of his schooling, they had a little baby girl who had Apert syndrome, which is a syndrome with a lot of complications, but one of the complications is that the bones start fusing And so she wasn't even born yet, and she couldn't breathe. My son, who said, I don't know why I want to be a respiratory therapist, had to be a therapist in order to take care of his daughter who had a tracheotomy for the first 8 years of her life. God answers prayers.
My husband was Elders Quorum president twice, and then he was in the bishopric with Bishop Dodds, and then he was called as bishop for 6 years. Then he was on High Council for 5 years, and then he was stake president for 9 years. So we've always been active, and our kids were brought up in the church. I joined the church because I knew I would lose my husband. I'd lose Dennis if I did not join the church. So I never started out with a testimony of the church, even though I read the Book of Mormon, didn't understand any of it. And it took years for me to really get a testimony of the gospel. But I saw so many wonderful blessings in my life, and I knew if I didn't have the church, I would not have those blessings. So I know that that's what really developed my testimony, is to see the blessings in my life, to see my children grow, take them to church and see how happy they were, and it was just really wonderful.
I've had so many rich experiences in my life. I learned a lot in those past 5 years. Number one, that prayers are answered, and it doesn't matter whether those prayers are from righteous leaders or just close friends, no matter what religion they are. God is aware of the prayers that are offered to Him on behalf of people. I am grateful for the knowledge that my Heavenly Father knows me, loves me, and has my best interest in mind.